Hi, my name is Cruz, and today I will be talking about whether or not we should be getting 8 hours of sleep minimum every night. Sleep plays a vital role in our health and our well-being throughout our life. Although many aren't aware, getting enough sleep can help to stimulate your mental health, your physical health, and your safety as well. Try to think of an instance where you suffered some form of misfortune due to sleep deficiency. Maybe you missed a test or completely failed it, or possibly you've just felt tired at work or school. How differently do you think that these events could have played out had you gotten a full night's worth of rest? Did you know that an inadequate amount of rest can lead to an increased percentage of your chances of being in a car accident? Driving with impaired functioning can be very dangerous as it requires mental focus and full attention. According to the National Sleep Foundation's 2008 Sleep in America poll, 36% of Americans drive drowsy or fall asleep while driving. That's approximately 118 million drivers out of the 328 million people in the US. Today, I'm going to be talking about sleep, specifically the impact that an adequate amount of sleep can have on our well-being. By the end of my speech, my goal is to relay the fact that sleep is a systematic process that can affect your health as well as persuade you to improve your health by simply getting a minimum 8 hours of sleep. Moving on to my table of contents, this is what I will be discussing within my presentation. Can too much sleep be an issue? How does sleep deficiency affect students? And how does sleep affect our mental and physical health? Now that I've detailed the contents of my presentation, I'll move on to the question, can too much sleep be an issue? According to a 2020 article written by Ashley Marsden titled, What You Should Know About Oversleeping, a sufficient amount of sleep can help to improve your physical health, reduce your stress levels, and increase your brain's ability for cognitive functioning. It can also apply an overall better mood for yourself. However, an insufficient amount of sleep can be obtained by oversleeping or by not getting enough sleep. This can lead to forms of insomnia, the inability to rest, or hypersomnia, the ability to sleep for long durations without feeling well rested. It can also lead to depression, higher levels of anxiety, low energy levels, or sluggishness. Having elaborated on the difference in effects between adequate sleep and oversleeping, I will now discuss how sleep deficiency affects students. According to a 2015 article titled Among Teens, Sleep Deprivation, an Epidemic, written by Ruth Ann Richter, more than 87% of high school students in the US get far less sleep than the recommended 8 to 10 hours. But the amount of sleep that they're continuously getting is steadily decreasing. The issue of sleep is a serious threat to students and their health, their safety, as well as their academic success. Sleep deficiency among students causes problems such as the inability to concentrate, poor grades, anxiety, depression, and other social and mental health issues as well. The statistic on the left side of the slide illustrates that 73 out of 102 students felt that they had performed inadequately on a test or exam due to a lack of sleep. After talking through the effects of sleep deficiency on students, I'll move on to elaborate on how sleep affects our physical and mental health. According to two 2020 articles, the first titled The 11 Effects of Sleep Deprivation on the Body, written by Stephanie Watson, and the second being How Does Sleep Affect Your Mental Health, written by Kendra Cherry. Physically, a lack of sleep can lead to a weak immune system, diminished coordination, and an increase in accidental tendencies. There's also a heightened risk of high blood pressure and heart disease and diabetes. Your body will eventually become more susceptible to weight gain, and low sex drive often coincides with these effects. Mentally, sleep deficiency can impair our cognitive functioning ability, leading to memory loss and cognitive stressors. As previously mentioned, an inadequate amount of sleep can contribute to an onset of different mental disorders, including depression as well as anxiety. And finally, sleep problems can lead to changes in mental health Finally, sleep problems can lead to changes in mental health. However, mental health conditions can also worsen problems with sleep, effectively entangling the relationship between sleep and mental health. Now, having discussed the main points within my presentation, here are just a few questions to leave you with. 1. Should getting 8 hours of sleep be a minimum requirement for ourselves and for our health? And 2, Do you think that you'll go home to get a few more hours of sleep tonight? Will you find the time to sleep?